Have you ever felt like the odd one out, the only person in the room with a different opinion? It's a tough spot to be in, isn't it? Today we're diving into a story about a man who faced exactly that, a man who stood alone against 400 others, all to speak a difficult truth. His name is Micaiah, and his story is a powerful lesson in courage and integrity. Our story starts with two kings, Ahab of Israel and Jehoshaphat of Judah. They're planning to go to war together to reclaim a city called Ramoth-Gilead. Now King Ahab, like any leader heading into battle, wanted some reassurance. So he gathered his prophets, all 401 of them, and asked for their advice. Ahab asked, "Should we go to war?" They all shout in unison, "Go, the Lord will give you victory." It's a thunderous, confident, and unified message. It's exactly what the king wants to hear. In moments like these, when everyone is saying the same thing, it's easy to think it must be the truth. The sheer volume can feel overwhelming, almost convincing. But King Jehoshaphat, the visiting king, feels a bit uneasy. Something doesn't sit right. The answer seems a little too perfect, a little too easy. So he turns to Ahab and asks a crucial question. Isn't there another prophet of the Lord we can ask? Someone else? That one question hangs in the air, changing the entire mood of the court. King Ahab sighs, clearly annoyed. Well, he admits, there is one more guy, Micaiah, son of Imlah. But I hate him. He never has anything good to say about me. It's always bad news. Think about that for a second. Ahab doesn't question if Micaiah is a true prophet. He just doesn't like the messages he delivers. Despite his reluctance, he sends for Micaiah. A messenger is dispatched to fetch the prophet, and on the way he gives Micaiah a little friendly advice. He says, "Look, all the other prophets are promising the king success. You should probably just agree with them to stay on the king's good side." He's basically telling Micaiah to go with the flow, to not rock the boat. But Micaiah is a different kind of prophet. His loyalty isn't to the king's ego, but to God. He tells the messenger, "As surely as the Lord lives, I can only say what the Lord tells me to say." He's not interested in winning a popularity contest. He's committed to the truth no matter how inconvenient. So, Micaiah is brought before the two kings. The air is thick with anticipation. The 400 prophets are watching. The kings are waiting. King Ahab asks him the same question. "Micaiah, should we go to war against Ramoth-Gilead or not?" And at first Micaiah says, almost sarcastically, "Oh, sure, go on up. You'll be triumphant. The Lord will give it into your hand." He mimics the exact words of the other prophets, but his tone gives him away. It's clear he's not being sincere. King Ahab sees right through it. He's heard this kind of defiance from Micaiah before. He demands, "How many times do I have to make you swear to tell me nothing but the truth in the name of the Lord?" And that's when the real message comes. The mood shifts from a court drama to something far more profound. Micaiah's face becomes serious. He says, "I saw a vision." The whole court goes silent. This isn't about popular opinion anymore. This is a message from another realm. Micaiah describes seeing the Lord on his throne, surrounded by the hosts of heaven. In this divine council, a plan was made. A lying spirit volunteered to go and inspire Ahab's 400 prophets to give him false encouragement, luring him into battle where he would meet his end. Thank you guys for all your support. Please like and subscribe and join the community. These videos take a long time to make. This is a heavy, complex vision. It suggests that God is sovereign even over deception and that our own desire to hear only what we want can open the door to being misled. The 400 prophets weren't just wrong. They were being used to confirm Ahab's own fatal delusion. Then Micaiah delivers the final, devastating blow of the prophecy. He looks directly at King Ahab and says, "I saw all Israel scattered on the hills like sheep without a shepherd." Everyone in that court knew what that meant. A shepherdless flock is vulnerable, lost. It was a prophecy of the king's death and the defeat of his army. The truth had been spoken. It was stark, lonely, and completely contradicted the cheering crowd. How did the court react? One of the lead false prophets, Zedekiah, walks up and slaps Micaiah across the face, mocking him. Which way did the Spirit from the Lord go when he went from me to speak to you? And what about King Ahab, the man who demanded the truth? Now that he has it, he can't handle it. Enraged, he doesn't reflect or reconsider his plans. Instead, he shouts, "Put this fellow in prison. Give him nothing but bread and water until I return safely from the battle." Micaiah's final words to the king are a haunting warning for everyone to hear. If you ever return safely, then the Lord has not spoken through me. He is then dragged away in chains, his reward for honesty not applause, but a prison cell. This story shows us that courage isn't always a loud roar. Sometimes it's a quiet, steady voice speaking truth when it's riskiest. Micaiah's integrity cost him his freedom, but he remained faithful. So what happens next? King Ahab, ignoring the warning, decides he can outsmart prophecy. He disguises himself as a regular soldier and goes into battle, while King Jehoshaphat wears his royal robes. But you can't trick fate. During the chaos of the fight, a soldier fires an arrow at random. It sails through the air and finds a tiny gap in King Ahab's armor, mortally wounding him. Just as Micaiah had prophesied, Ahab dies, and his army scatters like sheep without a shepherd. The cost of ignoring the truth was devastating. Ahab chose the comfort of a lie over the discomfort of a warning, and he paid the ultimate price. The story of Micaiah leaves us with some powerful lessons. First, the importance of listening. Not just hearing, but truly listening for the truth, even when it's quiet or unpopular. Second, it teaches us that group consensus doesn't automatically equal truth. Just because everyone is saying something doesn't make it right. We have to think for ourselves and question the motives behind the messages we hear. And finally, it's a story about the cost and value of integrity. Speaking the truth, especially to those in power, can be incredibly difficult and may come with consequences. But it is essential. Micaiah's bravery wasn't about being right. It was about being faithful. His lonely voice of truth stands as a timeless reminder that our character is defined not in the moments of easy agreement, but in the moments where we stand for what is right, even if we have to stand alone. What do you think? Have you ever been in a Micaiah moment? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. Until next time, stay curious and stay courageous.